Hello, Psych 333 folks. So because we don't have class between now and when your presentations are, I am going to be making a series of short videos to help you understand how to work with your data. And so this first one is how to get your data into SPSS if you used a Google form. So I'm going to go ahead and share screen. And so I'm going to share my entire screen here. Alrighty. And what you'll see here is I have a Google form where I collected some data about the psychology major. If I go over to responses, you can see I have data from several folks here. And if I go to view in sheets, I have already created a Google form here. Now, if you haven't, it'll give you a little bit of different direction and ask you if you want to create it. Now, one thing you'll notice here is that for this, I did purposely collect email addresses. However, you shouldn't have done this, right? Because you should be anonymous data. So if you've accidentally done this, I'm going to show you how to fix that. But the first thing we're going to do on our first step towards getting it to work in SPSS is we are going to tell it we want to download it into an Excel form. And so real quick, since I was talking, you go to File, then Download, and then Microsoft Excel. And then you tell it where you want to store it. I'm going to say, let's store it in my downloads, but you'll probably have like a project folder. And once it's downloaded, you can click on it. And it should open for you in Excel. Now, what you want to do is say enable editing. And then, like I said, one of the first things you'll want to do if you've accidentally collected email addresses is to delete that column so that you do have it anonymized. Okay, so now I have this file, it's done, it's ready to go. So next, we're going to go into SPSS. And because SPSS can take a while to open, I've already opened the program. And then what you're going to do is you're going to go to File, Import Data, and then tell it, I'm going to have you import an Excel file. Pretty straightforward, right? Then what it'll do, it'll bring up something that looks like this. You can see the last stuff I worked with, right? But now what I'm going to do is try to remember how to find my downloads on this lovely hang on just a sec. I'm going to try it again as I think I know how to get to it a little better. So again, import data Excel, and you'll see that even those of us who work with this program quite a bit are not always perfect with it, and so that's okay. All right, yeah, so here, if I go up one more, then I'll be able to get to my downloads. Perfect. So I'm going to open that. And I'm going to say, okay, this is the file that I just downloaded. This is the one I want to open. And so then what it will do is think for a minute. And then it'll be like, okay, what do you want me to do with this? Do you want me to read the variable names from the first row of data? Yeah, we do. Because we have that, right? That tells us what those are. And so then you just say, okay. And what it will do is take a second to convert it over. Hey, and now it's over here in SPSS for you. So if you go over to variable view, you'll see that it's named the variables based on whatever the question text was. You can go through if you'd like and rename them, but you don't have to. If you do decide to rename them, what you would do is you would go in and say, okay, so this one is questionnaire. You know, I'm just going to call it questionnaire 1, Q1, and then question 1, right? And then this one might be questionnaire 1, question 2. Or if you know the abbreviation for the questionnaire, I often do that. So let's say this was the state self-esteem scale, 1, right? There you go. And then you can continue on to my other videos where I remind you how to walk through the stuff we do from SPSS. So thanks so much for watching this. Hopefully it's helpful, and I'll see you in the next videos.